Hi again, Mark here from Talkingbass.net. This week we're looking at what most people would consider a pretty easy bass riff, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Now obviously this isn't played on a bass in the original recording. Jack White plays it on a guitar, dropped an octave through a pedal to make it sound like a bass. But even so, this is a great bass riff for any beginner bass players out there, so let's get started. So we're in the key of E minor and we start on this E at the 7th fret of the A string. So you could fret that with either the 4th finger or the 3rd finger. So I'm playing it with the 4th finger, the pinky there. So there's the E, play the E again, then up to the G, 5th fret of the D string. Then we come down to the E again, 7th fret of the A string, then down to the D at the 5th fret of the A string, then down to the C at the 3rd fret of the A string, and then the B at the 2nd fret of the A string. So, you know, everything's pretty much on the A string apart from that G there at the 5th fret of the D string. So we have... Okay, and that's the notes, okay? Now, there are different ways of fretting this. I'm using the way that Jack plays it on the original video, but I have seen him play it live where he actually plays it all on the A string, and if you want to do that, you would simply shift that G from the from the D string there, the 5th fret, and then just play it at the 10th fret there on the A string. Okay, so that's just with everything on the A string. So just start out slow with it and then just build up speed. Just as a little tip in terms of the phrasing of this riff, be sure to listen to the duration of each of the notes. So when we start on that E, we hold it for the full duration. Then when we get to the G and we come down, they're quite cut off, they're quite staccato. So you stab at those with the fingers of this hand. Then for the C, full held duration, and then for the B, it's cut off after one beat. So, okay, so cut off, and that gives you time to maneuver to come back up to start the riff again. Cut off. So once you've got that riff under your fingers, like I say, start out slow, build up speed, and then you can play along with the backing track. So I've got the backing track there over at talkingbass.net, so just follow the link in the info below, and all the tab for it and everything, that's all there as well. So with the track, now, as well as that main riff, there are two other little things to learn in this song. First of all, there's a variation on that riff that sounds like this. Okay, and there's also that little build-up before the chorus where we have... Okay, now for that little build-up there, we're just playing on the G and the A, 3rd fret and 5th fret of the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're back into the riff. For that variation on the riff, okay, there's a little slide there, which I think on the original he's probably using a slide because it's got that wow kind of sound. So when we play this, the best way to do it to actually make it sound like that is to just slide with the finger. So when we get down to that C, 3rd fret of the A string, and then you just slide it up to the D there, 5th fret, and then back to the C. And then just play the B as normal. Okay. Okay, however you want to play it in terms of the picking. Okay, and that just gives you that little slide sound. Now, just as a little analysis of what's going on in this riff, for those of you that want to delve a little deeper, this tune is in the key of E minor, and we're outlining a chord progression of E minor, C major, and B major. Okay, so we have E minor, C major, B major. Okay, so we're implying that chord progression. And for any of you music theory nerds out there, this is actually, believe it or not, a really good example of how we can use a harmonic minor scale in a minor key. So we begin using a natural minor scale. So when we play the riff, there's a D natural, which is there at the top of the E natural minor scale. But then when we get to the B major, so that chord actually has a D sharp in it, the third in there, and that is what gives us, or implies, an E harmonic minor scale. So there, B major, there's the D sharp, okay, and there's the D sharp at the top. Okay, so when we move to the B major, we're actually making use of a harmonic minor scale. So any of you that have ever wondered what are these harmonic minor scales all about and how we can use them, well, it's all about the chord progressions, as you can see there. So please like this video and let me know what other riffs you'd like me to cover in the comments below. Also, subscribe to the channel for news on all the weekly releases. I release a lesson every Friday, but I might start releasing a lesson on one of the other days dedicated to popular riffs like this one. So if you'd like to see that, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week.